What's up, everyone? It's your boy Scott. Welcome to the Scott Reports. Today I'm bringing you an anime review of Recreators episode 10. And man, this episode, Rage of Bahamut yesterday and Attack on Titan this morning, just 3 straight episodes of just unadulterated, unprotected fire. I mean, this episode was fine. This episode was fantastic. Oh my god. And this is a very special series because, you know, it's an original, so we don't know what we're getting with it. And even though they have fantastic episodes like this one, it still has shortcomings as well. Like, even though this was a good episode, a majority of the first half was really two of the characters that I have the most issue with in the series. First being Soda because he's almost useless, and second being Alice because she's so bullheaded in what she believes that she's just not listening to reason right now. Like, for example, Soda was trying to actually talk some sense into Alice, telling her she's doing the wrong thing by going after Meteora, and even saying that even though you're a creation, we still are inspired by you. We still read your stories. I know you're doing this to save your planet. You think we don't know what you're going through, but when I read your story and what happened to those people in the village, when I heard about what happened to everyone that you were involved with, it hurt me. I felt like the feels when I read that chapter or saw that anime. And that's true. Like, when we watch things like this, we do have the feelings and kind of sympathize with these characters, and that's what Soda was trying to pretty much convey to Alice by telling her that we do feel the pain that you think that we don't, because even though we're not there with you, we know what you're going through, and we do feel sorry for you and sad for you. And at the same time, we're inspired by you as well. Like, just like I say, it pains me because she's loosely based on Saber from Fate Stay Night, one of my all-time favorite anime characters. But to see her be so dense and stupid is kind of taking me out of the series, or at least her as a character, because, like, can you not see the evil intent that Altair has versus Meteora? Like, do you really think that this girl was capable of killing Mamaka? Come on, put 2 and 2 together. That just can't be true, and she's so bullheaded and so stubborn that it's just kind of making me low on the character. And again, because Soda really doesn't contribute to anything, I just don't know where to place him right now. His main plot is just what he did to cause Altair, and that's pretty much the extent of his character right now. And even when Alice saw that Meteora took the blow for Soda, she still wanted to, you know, kill her for killing Mamika. Like, oh my god, are you paying attention? Are you even listening at all? But overall, the second half is where everybody went the fuck in, and this is where we were waiting on this series. You wanted to knock down drag out fights, you got it. First and foremost, you got Yuya taking on Mamika, and she stole his persona by the way, Hangakyu, by of course telling a lie and twisting things around it, because Magane is so good with words, and that's how she gets people into her spell, by saying, you hate this thing, right? You have some type of connection to it that you don't really want to talk about it. It's a curse. You don't like it, right? Who would want a curse? So with those words being twisted, she was able to take his ability from her, and then she just kind of dashed off like, hey, my job is done. Now it's going to go plan something else that's going on. But once Altair took the field, everything changed in this episode, because I thought Magane was broken. This girl is broken, almost to the point where maybe she can even do revision herself, because she was out there changing techniques, like when Alice and Celicia, who showed up, which I was glad showed up and put Alice in her place by saying, how weak are you to fight this little mage? Fight me, fight somebody real, you crusty knight. Because regardless of how sorry she feels and the guilt that she feels about Mamika, she's just not using reason at all. Now you got somebody in there to throw hands with her. Of course, Altair showed up, and when Alice was going towards Celicia, she made Celicia's sword disappear. And how do you get a big robot off the field? Because even our giant robot Ryu was in this episode. You bring another robot on the field, and that's why Altair was able to do with that little violin that she had. She made a clone, taking him away. Now we somehow got a giant robot fight in Recreators with only one character, so I give it props for that. So that took him out of the way. But how she can make this stuff out of thin air, you have to wonder what the state of the series is with revision, because this goes to another gripe that I had, that even though this was a fantastic episode, once again, Celicia's creator showed up in a time where she was wounded and decided to pull out something that he had planned for her later. like a upgrade or a power up or a new form that she was going to get. And we learned that revisions are based off how well it is received by the public. So once he put on social media that he was going to give her this new ability, this power, everybody was all for it, like, hell yeah, leak, this is what she's going to get. It's similar to like when we get spoilers here about things that's going on. So it was well received, and that gave her the power to power through, come back with this new fire form, and save the day, only for Altair to say, you know what, that's cool and all, but now it's not the time to fight, so I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. So that was probably one of the shortcomings of Recreators, because I mean, in a way, I'm okay with it, because we know that revision is a big part of the story and how that's affecting everything. But at the same time, it was kind of the expected way that it was gonna go, that at some point someone was gonna get a power up and end up saving the day. So we'll just have to see where that goes later. But I can't completely rag on Alice, because she did pull out that straight up Final Fantasy VII Knights of the Round technique on Meteora, with the Knights came out and did the attack. Oh man, that was great. And you know Sawano always goes in with the music. I can give it praise, but at the same time, of course, there are some things I have some gripes about too. And true to Power Up fashion, again, shouting out to how aware this series is of everything. Once the battle was over, Celicia went back to her regular form, but because she was already wounded, she's still wounded. So that shows the realism that this series has. So yeah, another good episode of Recreators. It probably was my favorite episode, and I just said that episode or two ago, but this one even trumped that one. So let me know what you thought of the episode in the comments below. How do you feel about the revision? Do you still feel it was an ass pull? Are you okay with it? Do you think this is just going to get more and more outlandish? More importantly, I would like to know what Megane is up to now, because we know she just wants to see everybody destroy each other. But she has to be getting piped up to be the main villain. I can even see her probably trying to turn on Altair at some point even, because I don't think she's going to be the type of person that would team up with this character, especially when she knows that she doesn't really have to. And I'll see you guys next week. So if you liked the video, go ahead and drop it a like. And if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. There's not a shortage of content you indulge on his channel. And as I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.